Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps today. We're talking Meghan. That's right. What else is new, right? We're talking the story coming out that, oh, you guys, brace yourselves for this one. You ready? Allegedly, Meghan is worried that Catherine will meddle in peace talks, according to a report. Oh boy, I have a lot to say about this one. I'm just so glad you're here. Honk honk, everybody. All right, so this nonsense is coming out of the New York Post, and I just wanted to pull it up just to talk about it because we know it's absolutely ridiculous. There is no way she wants peace talks. I believe that Harry probably does, and I'm not trying to make him a better person. He's not. But because he realizes he has no other options, maybe. But I don't think there is any way in this world she wants peace talks, because then she'd have to admit, even if not out loud, she'd have to admit that she was wrong and that all these claims she made that we've obviously know are untrue and we've seen the lies collapse in on themselves. How would that go for her? How would that work? She wouldn't be able to ever admit she was wrong. So she doesn't want peace talks. Who am I kidding? He doesn't want peace talks either. I gotta feel like, this is my opinion, that behind the scenes his marriage is absolutely imploding. We know the reports that he's staying at hotels. Even this latest photo shoot with the gym, it doesn't make sense. Somebody pointed out the gym is like 2 hours from his house. So people are speculating he's staying, at other places and, the whole thing. My personal feeling on that is that would be the only catalyst that I could see where he would try to reconcile with the family. Not that he deserves a reconciliation, nothing of the sort. What I'm saying is that would drive him, because who else does he have, right? He's alienated himself from his family, his friends, everybody else. So who else would he have? So that's the only scenario where I could see Harry trying to reconcile, but no way does Meghan want peace talks. She wants it in the paper, so that way she'll look like she's trying to get the ball rolling to make peace, even though they're the ones that, threw the grenade at it. They want to be the heroes, martyrs, whatever you want to say, victims, perpetual victims, where they are trying to promote peace. It just doesn't make any sense. Meghan Markle is said to be worried that her sister-in-law will meddle in alleged peace talk. I'll tell you what, Meghan Markle isn't worried about anything except for Meghan Markle, okay? That's all this is. This is another one of those crazy stories behind the scenes, so, bear with me because I'm picking it apart, but I'm sorry, it deserves it. This is bullshit. All right. What peace talks next week, by the way? This doesn't make any sense. There are no peace talks. We've been through this. There were stories that there were going to be peace talks, but my feeling on that was the stories were planted by the IBLW. I just have to think that out. Instagram loving B-wife. Because she wants their names. I'm saying it's either her or management company, one and the same, something like that. Somebody behind the scenes, I'm assuming it's her, is trying to get their name in the same sentence as the royal family, which is crazy if you think about that, how far they have fallen. It's kind of funny, right? They're trying to get their names in the same sentence. It's my belief they put out these stories of, we're going to reconcile with the family, or Harry's going to meet up with the king. I heard those stories. It's all BS. I'm sorry, but the royal family has moved on. These a-holes continue to be a-holes and show themselves time and time again. So what's that definition of insanity? The royal family's not insane. They're not going to keep, trying with these two because they're the ones that imploded everything. But let's play the game, shall we? Let's pretend like for a split second this article has a modicum of truth to it. It doesn't, but let's play. All right. So you're telling me that Harry and Meghan, again, we know the history, went on TV, lied about these people, bullied an elderly woman who happened to be the Queen of England, Harry's grandmother. You know all the things. Okay, it gets me very heated. They did all these things, and then you're telling me that now Meghan, behind the scenes, is pushing for peace? I don't think so. It doesn't make any sense. Meghan doesn't know how to do anything except for lie, grift, and look for sympathy. So none of those would fit into this narrative whatsoever. So she could never forgive the royal family. So if you ask me, and listen, let me preface what I'm about to say by saying I don't like it when people actually blame Meghan for pulling Harry away from his family. Harry's a grown-ass man. Harry knew what he was doing, and he helped implode everything as well. So Harry's just as guilty, and sometimes more than she is. So that's my thought on that. Okay. Having said that, let me say this. It is in Meghan's own best interest, which is the only thing she looks out for, to keep Harry away from them. Because she doesn't want to reconcile, because how will she play victim? How would she explain? She'll never explain all the lies, but all the lies that they told on Oprah. You can't. You cannot explain it. All the lies, the double talking, the contradicting themselves. And I use Oprah. It's been everywhere on the podcast, in the books, you name it, they've done it. You can't explain that. It doesn't make any sense, which is why I never will understand the Sugars, but that's a side point. It's my opinion that Meghan wants to keep Harry as far away as she can, keep him brainwashed. He's an idiot. They deserve each other, I swear. Anyway, because then she can, I don't know, dust off their titles when she needs it while they can before they lose them. I'm not sure. But let's play devil's advocate a bit further and say this is all true. She wants them to reconcile. She wants them to make nice. She doesn't, believe me. But let's just play, again, devil's advocate. All right. She has a history of bashing Catherine. They both do. I've done a whole video of it. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. I go over example after example of both of them, but especially Meghan, being horrible to Catherine. And so I feel like this article is just furthering that. It's more being horrible to Catherine. Like, oh, Meghan wants him to make up, but Catherine doesn't. What in the world? The ego on this woman. What did Catherine do to her? Have the audacity to marry William when Meghan couldn't? There's actually a comment under this article that I want to read because it's so well said, and I'm so frustrated I can't even think straight right now. So this person did a better job of explaining exactly my frustration with this whole article. Here we go. It's from Veronica. All right. Meghan Markle should hope that Catherine will, quote, meddle in any peace talk. Catherine has 20 plus years of experience in the royal family and has proven herself to be a calming and intelligent force in the family. She has learned the soft diplomacy at the hands of Queen Elizabeth and is just the person to be involved in any alleged meeting among Charles, William, and Harry and the palace courtiers. All respect for her for the admirable job she's doing within the family. Catherine is a true feminist. She does not play into Meghan's game of tearing women down as she is trying to do with Catherine. Meghan would do well to rely on her husband's sister-in-law to be an influencer in the true meaning of the word within the family. Veronica, will you marry me? No, seriously, Veronica, so well said, so beautifully written, so much better than I could possibly articulate at this moment. When I get frustrated, I get tongue-tied and just... Anyway, this is so well said and exactly my feeling as well. Meghan should hope that Catherine would, quote, meddle. Of course, I don't believe any of this article. None of it's true. There are no peace talks. But Meghan should hope that Catherine would meddle. All right, but going back to the original article, he's going to be in London for the annual Well Child charity event. We've discussed this. I don't believe any of it. It says during a short stint, he's reportedly going to take part in a healing conversation with his father. I don't think so. Nobody's got time for these two. He's had every opportunity, right? Let's just say after the Oprah interview, he went, oh no, I messed up. Well, then his stupid book came out. So yeah, no, tough. That's not a mess up. That's a pattern, right? Of harassing Charles, William, Catherine, and the lot of them, right? That's not a mess up. Okay. Markle, okay, is not expected to join for the so-called summit. Yeah, no, I wouldn't think so. Again, I don't believe there's a summit, but let's play devil's advocate and say that there is. Nobody wants her there, right? What is the point? What? nothing productive would happen. We've heard about the Sandringham summit right before as they were stepping down, where he wanted her there and then wanted her there on video conference, allegedly, according to those books we read. And everybody said no, because we can't be guaranteed she's not recording it or going to chime in or whatever she's going to do. No, she'll make it about herself. No way. The insider apparently goes to say that he has tons of respect, talking about Harry, has tons of respect for Catherine, despite his relationship with his brother. Okay, no, he does not. No, he has a history of being an a-hole to her ever since Meghan has come into the scene. And I don't know, maybe it was before Meghan, but he sure as shit has had a weird way of showing his respect to her since Meghan's been on the scene. You ready for this bunch of nonsense? Okay, me neither. Meghan will not be happy if he goes ahead with this. Of course she wouldn't. Because again, I mean, she'd never admit she was lying about everything. But it'd be like an admission of lying, right? Because you would... I can't even with this. All right, moving on. Meghan can't help but feel that Catherine is meddling in their business. I'm sorry. Which one of you guys is meddling? I don't see Catherine out doing podcasts about her stint with the royal family. It's just you, Meghan. I don't see Catherine using her husband's book as a way to write about herself in a crappy TV show. Oh, no, wait. No, that was you, Meghan, that did that. That's not Catherine. That's you meddling. The Post has reached out to Markle's reps for comment, and yeah, shocker. Nobody had anything to say. This is all nonsense. This is coming from Meghan or her people, in my opinion. Anything they can do to try to drag Catherine down. It's crazy. And her 12 followers, I'm talking about Meghan's 12 followers, the Sugars, will latch on to this and be like, oh yeah, Meghan's just trying to make peace talks. Catherine's, I don't know, foiling, whatever. They couldn't use a word that big. But anyway, trying to spoil it. This is all a bunch of BS. Meghan and Harry continue to be the worst people. And this is exactly why. It's not just when they're doing their books and podcasts. It's the behind the scenes crap like this. Putting out articles like this. Taking unnecessary jabs at Catherine for no reason. For no reason except for she hasn't been meddling. She's been, being a wife and a mom and the future Queen of England, those sort of things. But looks like Harold and Fraud have lots of time on their hands now since they've been let go of the podcast and admit to working 1 hour a week. It gives you a lot of time to do stuff like this. Plant stories, take photos in parking lots, try to sell some stickers. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this one. I enjoyed putting this one together. It's all BS. Don't believe any of it. I don't either. I love you all. Honk honk, everybody.